We've all heard those nuggets of wisdom that have been passed down through generations. But the truth is, many of these so-called financial facts are actually just myths that can lead our financial journeys to disaster if we're not careful. Welcome to Forever Finance, where we want to live our lives our own way. Let's take a closer look at some of these financial myths and see if we can separate fact from fiction. Let us know in the comments below if any of these have caught you out. One of the biggest financial myths out there is that you need to make a lot of money to be wealthy. I mean, think about it. If you're making 6 figures, you must be rich, right? Not necessarily. There are plenty of people who make a lot of money but are still struggling to make ends meet. And on the other hand, there are loads of people who are wealthy but don't necessarily make a huge income. So what is the difference? It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. How do we make sure we avoid this myth? It's simple. There are many financial elite who advocate for living below your means. Determine how you will spend your money and stick to that plan. It doesn't matter if you use a budget on a napkin or a spending plan on a spreadsheet. Know where your money is going, and you will always be able to live below your means. Another myth is that debt is a necessary part of life. We've all been told that we can use free money on credit cards to get what we want, and that we need mortgages to own a home. But the truth is, debt can be a major roadblock to achieving financial freedom. And it's not just about paying off debt, it's about avoiding it in the first place. Having too much debt can make you feel like you are sinking. Those repayments stack up fast. Suddenly, those small repayments that you probably don't notice in the beginning now make things very difficult for you. Next up, many of us have also been led to believe that investing is only for the wealthy. We think that we need a lot of money to start investing, or that we need to be some kind of financial expert. But the truth is, anyone can start investing with just a little bit of money. And it's not about being a financial genius. It's about being consistent and patient. Technology has given everyone access to investments for as little as a few dollars. Micro-investing apps give you exposure to the benefits of investment without having to think about transfers or investment strategies. It is all automated for us. Let's take a closer look at some specific financial myths that are really costing people money. For example, have you ever heard that you should always buy a new car because it's more reliable than a used one? Yes, there is something about that new car smell. But does that smell really make buying a new car better for your financial journey than a quality used car? Like most consumer items, cars drop a large amount of their value once they are no longer new. Be smart, let someone else wear this drop in value. Then you can take ownership of a good quality car that will suit your needs for a long time without a significant drop in value. One of the biggest financial myths out there is that it's always better to buy than to rent. We've all been told that owning a home is the Australian dream, and that renting is just throwing money away. But the truth is, there are times when renting makes more sense than buying. For example, if you're not planning to stay in a place for at least 5 years, it may be better to rent. You may not be able to afford to purchase a house where you want to live. The idea of rent vesting has become more popular in recent years. This allows you to live where you want to live, while being able to invest where you can afford to. Another myth is that you need to have a lot of money to start a business. We've all been told that starting a business requires a huge loan, or a bunch of investors. But the truth is, you can start a business with very little money. It's all about being creative, and being willing to put in the hard work. Thanks to our modern consumer-based society, there is a business for almost any need. If you can find a demographic that can use your idea, you have a potential business. If you are finding value in these financial myths, please like or subscribe, so we can know what you would like to see more of. Don't forget to share this with your friends or family, so they can avoid these myths too. Then there's the myth that financial planning is only for the rich. We think that we need to have a lot of money to start planning for the future, or that we need to be some kind of financial expert. But the truth is, anyone can start planning for the future, regardless of their income level. It's all about setting goals and taking small steps towards achieving them. Here at Forever Finance, we want everyone to increase their financial literacy. A good financial advisor should be able to teach us as they advise us. As our understanding increases, so too does the quality of conversation and advice they can give. One of the most shocking financial myths out there is that compound interest is always a good thing. We've all been told that compound interest is like magic and that it can make our money grow exponentially over time. Everyone quotes Albert Einstein for saying it is the eighth wonder of the world, but he also said that if you don't understand it, you will pay it. And this is where compound interest can actually work against us if we're not careful. For example, if we're paying high interest rates on our credit cards, compound interest can make our debt grow exponentially over time. Let's make sure we are working towards earning that compound interest, not paying it for someone else. Our next myth is that we need to be financial experts to achieve financial freedom. We think that we need to have a degree in finance, or that we need to be some kind of financial genius. But the truth is, achieving financial freedom is not about being a financial expert. A large amount of the financial elite do not even hold advanced education degrees. Achieving financial freedom is about being consistent and being patient. It's about having a system in place and sticking to it over time. The truth is, financial myths can be costing us money without us even realizing it. It's time to start questioning these myths and to start seeking out the truth. It's time to take control of our finances and to start building the financial future we deserve. Let us know which of these myths have caught you out in the comments below. There is a secret to making sure these myths don't catch us out. Check out this video to make sure you never fall for them again.